about how hard it can be to make any kind of income in the streaming era.
I'm trying to decide.
To acknowledge that there's
I can't tell if this ham is good or not. I mean, this turkey. Does that mean I shouldn't eat it? Like, it's kind of good, but I don't know. I can't tell. Guess I'm just gonna say fuck it and eat it. I still gotta do my makeup too, y'all.
In 2024, the global recorded music business was a $29.6 billion industry, according to the IFPI, an international trade organization. Some estimates put the live music market at over $10 billion in 2024, too. And Daniel Ek isn't the only Spotify exec raking in cash. His co-founder, Martin Lawrenson, has become richer than anyone from
It's called a romper.
with a net worth of $15 billion. Spotify's two co-presidents, Gustav Soderstrom and Alex Nostrom, earned over $14 million and $12 million respectively in 2023, landing them on Billboard's annual list of music's top moneymakers. The list also includes top execs from across the ultra-consolidated live and recorded music businesses. Topping it for 2 of the past 3 years was Universal Music Group CEO Lucian Bridge, whose net worth is estimated to be $250 million. Meanwhile, the UK Musicians Census estimates the average full-time musician's salary to be less than £30,000 a year. Another survey, the 2024 Greater Nashville Music Census, polled roughly 2,500 musicians and found that over 60% of them made very little or none of their income from their recordings.
Wow.
That's in part because of streaming. Spotify has offices all over the globe, including this one here in New York. They're the biggest music streaming service in the world, with 678 million users and 268 million subscribers across 108 markets. But when Ek and Lawrenson started Spotify in 2006, it wasn't about music.
I do have an appointment.
They wanted to generate advertising revenue from some sort of free streaming media content. But what exactly?
We'll see how fast I get ready.
The initial conversations were around building a video streaming service. Should it be product search or should it be movies or audiobooks? And then we ended up with music.
Spotify was not the first ever streaming service. We're listening. All the music you want, just $10 a month. But they were the first to
Why
bring
300
streaming to a
people?
mass audience.
Why
In
should
the
we
early
eat?
years, the experience of using the service felt more like a search bar. A user would need to know what artist or album they were looking for. Over the years, as Spotify tried to grow its user base, it shifted to become a more curated service.
That's interesting.
Influential playlists and
Very
data-driven
interesting.
algorithmic feeds, even to attract.
If there was a room full of 300 people right now watching me eat a sandwich in real life, I would literally be like,
By the mid-2010s, they become one of the
thank you. Like, what? Thank you. I would feel so awkward in person if 300 people filled my place.
I did this not
I would be like, what the
a
heck?
ton of money. I did this because I cared about the problem.
That's
I cared
crazy,
about
though.
music. I cared about compensating artists fairly.
A liar.
Music business isn't the same as saving musicians, though. Spotify claims to be leveling the playing field by diminishing the power of gatekeepers like commercial radio stations and major record labels. But in the streaming era, streaming services have emerged as new types of gatekeepers. Making the modern streaming service a reality required the participation of the majors. Streaming services have to
You're not
sign
even showing.
labels in order to make their catalogs available.
And my hair looks crazy. I look like a grandma right now.
I needed licenses from record labels. So I was like, oh, you know.
In the early Spotify contracts, that meant the majors got perks like big cash advances, free advertising, and equity. When Spotify launched,
Look, y'all.
by the major labels.
Perfect.
There's so
It's
much
perfect. It is so perfect.
holders get paid has become increasingly common knowledge.
Two perfectly triangle
Streaming services pay
Doritos
holders 70%
aligned
revenue.
at a
The
perfect
payments are not
angle
made on a per stream basis, but
to fill the
according to a
entire
complex
bread.
revenue share model known as pro rata.
So funny.
Each rights holder is entitled to a percentage of the eligible royalty pool, according to their individual contract's determination of what the eligible royalty pool even is. It's what Spotify calls stream share. If a major label's catalog accounts for 20% of total streams on the platform in a given royalty period, then they get 20% of the royalty pool. Once a rights holder gets their slice of the pie, they in turn pay out royalties according to their own contracts with their artists. It's a system that rewards extremely popular music, or tracks with infinite replays, and punishes almost everyone else.
Artists saying, well, I only get paid X for a million streams. But a million streams is actually a very, very low amount of streams.
Spotify might pay 70% of its revenue to rights holders, but in reality, most of that revenue goes to major labels and pop stars. Some musicians report earning less than 0.003 cents per stream, but in truth, streaming royalties are so minuscule and complex that most working musicians don't even know how to quantify what percentage of their income comes from streaming. Are you able to pinpoint how much of your living
It's not good.
from streaming?
The ham isn't good.
Yeah, no.
I can't eat it.
Say zero.
There's nothing coming from streaming to us.
From our streaming income, we could afford for one band member to not work. We're a separate band. 45% of our back catalogue belongs to us. You know, I'm logging in daily to see how much we've made. There is no logic to when the income is going to come.
For years, artists have been told
It's not
that
good.
the real money is out playing shows. But corporate consolidation makes touring hard too. For touring musicians, like these ones I spoke with last month at the Primavera Sound Festival, nothing is adding up.
It's good trajectory to be playing in Primavera Sound. All day we have to work.
And what are your jobs?
Like on
I know, right? Thank you, Zachary. I will take a sandwich.
Monday, I am at the office. I am a graphic designer.
I'm trying to work as a public job. Like you have to study and make it stuff. We got signed when I was like 17, and like even in that moment, I was like, is this a career? How does this become a career? Like I went to college because I had no idea what a career would look like.
Our living expenses covered by Spotify, I would say very little.
I remember when we were on Interscope for a minute, asking an executive on the telephone to help me understand the breakdown of it, and he was like, no, I'm gonna, give me 1 second, I'm gonna find the answer for you. And then he just left the phone, and then like a half hour later, I was like, oh, I just got ghosted.
Yeah, exactly. By somebody who allegedly knows and was gonna like, yeah.
I think that the industry was always an exploitation.
These chips, good.
People used to be able to sell records, and that was a real thing.
You could go on tour behind that and some more. And there was a path, I think, for people who aren't like propped up by a gigantic label to make some sort of living off of it.